Alright everyone, hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm AdamAnthony and today I'm here with some more Ark Survival Evolved. So here we are, almost circumnavigated back all the way around. We're literally, if I were to fly straight this way, I would come across my base on the other side. But alright, so we are just about at where our main base is going to be, where it's basically our goal once we have our outpost completed. So we're gonna I thought I might as well show you this so that I can do boat builds a little bit, or not boat builds, some of the towers a little bit. So this isn't really totally complete, but again, we have 3 bosses we have to do 3 times each. We have an overseer we have to fight 3 times each, or for 3 times, so yeah. And we lose our tames in the overseer base, so we're gonna have to remake our army every single time. So I'm gonna go right across here and I'm gonna show you what we're going to be able to play around with once we get the outpost built and have a miniature version of it kind of going, because once we get to, well, way before we even beat the first, like one of our first things to do is we're going to go out and search once we get an RG for breeding pair of max level tech parasters, and that tech farm is basically the first thing we're gonna get. The Mosh Chops kibble farm we can get gradually, but I need to get that going as ASAP. So I'm actually gonna turn here. Actually, I don't know. I could actually probably keep it a secret almost. Screw it. Right here. So again, it's unfinished. The only thing that needs to be finished is the big defensive towers. That is all that needs to be completed. But this base is, once powered, will be fully operational. Hence why I need to get the tech unlocked ASAP. So all those foundations that still have to be built, those are the towers. And then here is our bay, where we'll keep our water tames and our ships that we're not using. I can take you for a quick little tour, but it won't be much because we need a flyer in order to access the actual compound. So we're here, we've made it. So once this is all powered, it'll have lights. It will be... Wait, this has less power. There's still power going on. What the hell? Maybe last little bit from here. So here's our restaurant, where I'm gonna, well, not a restaurant. It's mostly gonna be our water and kibble beer maker for the most part. Big centralized area, so it's basically like a bar. So we have a trap here I'll be able to use, but I actually might put this trap to good use, so I don't have to actually build my own. So another kind of reason why I came here. Several protective dock covers that, again, will have plenty of boats here. Over here's one more, and then on the other side will be uh, one of our defensive towers. That I'll do a build video for those as well, so that you kind of get a gist of how I'm going to be defending this entire place. Over here is our aquatic breeding area, or the pool. So you can come in here. We will breed the frogs in here. Mainly what it's kind of used for, but it's a pool every other time. And in the center is one of the bigger versions of what my defenses will be. So this, yeah, I'll go. You'll see once I let you know what. Of course, it's almost nighttime, so I was waiting for the fog to go away. Well, that's okay. We can use that time to get ourselves back to base. So then here is the main compound. So this will have everything we're going to need to be a self-sufficient base. So as far as the islands, the only things we're going to be short for are like the wood, the thatch, the fiber. Unless we get that stuff from the drop, we farm drops for that. Stone, sometimes the stones will come back. It just takes a little bit. The pearls, well, pearls not so much. The pearls you can go to the ocean for, so you're not really going too far. But we'll be doing, as we go, each map will have a different version of these, of the farms, of this base. Like, when we go to, basically from now on, since we have the Genesis finally unlocked, for all those good tech stuff, for like the security and the incubator, my incubator will be so much smaller. I will have so much more stuff to do, so, yeah, once we get everything farmed up and that base fully operational, a full working kibble farm, a fully working resource farm. It has all the amenities we're ever going to need. It has a teleporter that I'm going to be using to teleport my army to each of the obelisks. So that's another reason why we're going to be farming element. And it has a cloning chamber. So we're gonna, any dinosaurs that we like, that we want to keep, we can clone them, and we can kind of use them. So eventually, so yeah, this almost fits within a shield radius. It's just slightly too big. Unless I move the... Oh no! Oh no! If I move the... Oh, I hope I can get out of here. Oh shit! Actually, I don't think I can get out of here. Oh, can I? Oh, I can. Phew! But yeah, at nighttime, this entire island will be... The purpose of the design is to have it so that 1 or 2 people can defend it if other tribe members are away. So the fact that this is gonna be on an island alone is gonna be difficult enough. And then I have the 3 sides of the towers I'm gonna be using. This is the small one. I'll go into a big in-depth build video on how to build one of these and like different variations of it, and as well as the... I don't know if I'll do the build that started me the build, but I'll just do my own. We'll do the very different variations, and I'll do a different build video for each map. So each map will have its own variation, and then Genesis and Foger will have their probably the ultimate towers. So going for the towers, a little quick run over. It follows a quick mechanic with 3 different teams: a seeker, an anchor, and then basically the tames you're going to use for it. So this is the Morphodon. It's a Thornus Tower. If you get to stuff like Aberration or on the maps with the Shoulder Flyer, like the Featherlight, which has a kind of a slow debuff. Even the Vulture you can put in there too. So they'll be deployed so that when the Seeker, which will most likely either be a Doedicurus or a Penguin, you can pinpoint the target. They will deploy. Once the target is dead, they will return automatically to the tower. And with the flick of a button, you can actually control which towers go off for which thing. So I'm going to have a whole thing. Like, I'm probably going to be building the security cameras and placing them everywhere so that I can see whether or not which code works for what quadrant and whatnot, make sure it's the right code. And then you get to something a bit bigger, where you can put a small deployable army, which is what these bigger ones are going to be. It's going to be a variation of direwolves, terror birds, micro or troodons. Like, we're going to be getting at this point, I want to get from Ragnarok max level of 2 of each animal that I can get so far. And if I have to go to Scorched Earth for some that don't spawn on Ragnarok, well, I'll go there, but I'm pretty sure all animals I can tame spawn on Ragnarok as well. And yeah, I'm going to bring them all here. And I am going to keep a collection of tames here while I get other maps built up. And then here is something where you go to like the extreme of it. So we'll have a deployable land army. We'll have a small air support from the Morphodons and those. And then up top, you'll have Pteranodons, RGs, Griffin, because of those doors, the Griffins, so most bigger tames. And that's basically, I have the entire perimeter of this island mapped out with the towers. The bigger towers will have power. We'll have generators so that they have power to spread between each of them, so that the food troughs that I will put in them will keep them all fed as well, like normal. And the way I'm going to do this is that these smaller towers are going to have a Daedon anchor, so that the tower also has the ability to heal, as well as the ability to debuff. You could also, I'll go into a bigger thing, but you can also extend the range, but I'll go into that a little bit different. But yeah, this is the main goal. This is what our first step into really taking the fight to Rockwell and his Guardians. Because we have to get ourselves back into the real world. And I mean the real world, I mean the Genesis ship. Oh, come on! There we go. Hate the dark. Actually, what? Come on, where the fuck is it? Thing for me to get up? There it is. And then it's down this way. So that we see where we're going. Ah! Alright. So let us make way back to the outpost. So yeah, let me know if you think this is gonna be a good, if this would be a good kind of like PvE, PvP base, where you have to look out for raids and whatnot. But let's make our way back to the outpost, which has had some work done to it, so it's more livable. So yeah, I feel a bit more better when you actually get down to work. I will use, once we get an RG, I'm going to use that trap though, because I really don't think I'm going to be able to have one at the outpost, but that's okay. But now I've reached the stage of the fabricator, so now it's got to get all this oil mass produced, the gasoline, get that workshop up and going. So I'm basically going to leave everything I have on the boat for storage and whatnot. I'm going to leave on here so I have stuff when I go out places, well, besides the oil. Because now I think I want to start, yeah, get focused, so I'm going to start taming some creatures. So now that I have part of a good chunk of the map explored now just by doing this. So there's two, for all the caves, for the artifacts, there are two underwater ones. So I'll probably will build two little rafts to put there, so I can farm artifacts a lot easier. But well, and to mark where they are. At the same time, I'll just go. I might even actually just go get some otters. And just use the baby as a backpack to get double the artifacts. Because apparently otters can carry the artifacts. So you can get two. Yeah, so Pteranodon and then an RG. And I think we might actually be able to go and search for one. So this Pteranodon is just gonna be a throwaway one, so I don't, as long as it's above 100, I'll probably get it. The RG, I might be a little more picky for. Just because the RG I have is gonna be a hauler for the most part. Cause yeah, our little excursion allows us to get the outline of where all the land is. And it's just, we gotta go, yeah, once we get GPS, we're gonna fly to the obelisks, put in their locations, and then I'm gonna go hunting for the caves. We're gonna go explore the inland. I should probably, there's no way for me to get into the compound to get to that transmitter. Well, we'll see. This is gonna be handy. Yeah, all of this, and then oh, the swamp. Gotta love the swamp. And yeah, once you get fire, I can fill in the land area of the maps. We just need to get back to base. But that's our one main goal, is to get that base up and going. That sounds like a big fish. Let's try to hit my boat, but I got too shallow. Because once we get... yeah. Although, I could transfer one of my RGs from Ragnarok. No, my RG, my no. I don't want to be arc jumping just yet. Cause yeah, I can't really finish the tech farm part of it until I actually get the parasers. What else do I have over there I might bring back? No, not really. Now, the one thing I'm scared for is to almost get home and lose all this oil because of a stupid whale come out of nowhere. But I think, well, if I do build I might have to build a boat. Well, I have to build a boat trap anyways. It'll be one for... actually, I can probably... see, that's just gonna... that'll be a short build if I do that one. Well, maybe I'll still do it, even if it's a short video. Now the drops I'm missing out of, I need a flyer so bad. Look, 'cause I'm up here. No, I should probably go first round down. Alright, I'm almost there. I'm almost home! Ish. No, I'm not gonna risk going over there. I'll probably disappear by the time I get there. Ho! Hi-de-ho, survivors! Boo. What a tease. Yeah, I think I'll tame all my creatures on Ragnarok. And just bring them back. We'll definitely get some throwaway tames for sure. Bum, 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 bum. We're almost there. Should be just over here. Let's put this surface in the ocean. Do 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 do. Right there. Yep, right there. Now it's loading in. Alright, and once we get to a certain point, I'm going to spin my butt around. I hope we line up at the dock this time. So this is what we have to work with so far. I have built quite a base thus far. Jesus. Let's redo that. So yeah, as you can see, a lot of work's been done to it. Now I turned too soon. But once that base is done and ready to be moved into, for the most part, we'll build a new boat, a motor boat, to take us there. And I'll probably park this over top of one of the or point it in the direction of one of those underwater tower or caves. Sweet Jesus! Oh, let's line them up. And turn! It is what it is. We're docked. We're not going anywhere. Alright, so what I've done for the output... Oh no! For cereal! Well, at least I was about to the side where the ladders were. So, power is up. We have... So our storage area is nice and lit up. Make sure to turn this on. Oh, so nice and bright, even in the nighttime. Then here in our... Oh, I did! Never mind, I forgot! I have... The central courtyard has a tower, or a cage, which I'm probably going to take that out and place these somewhere. But at the same time, actually, I might make this so that it doesn't hit the ground. We'll see. I might change this around. But yeah, I'm going to have... Here is the main work area. So we can mass produce metal and charcoal. Industrial grill is in here. So we have a working workshop we can just start to fill out and work with. I'm thinking of new ways to put stuff in order to save kind of space. So got cryopods here alongside the generator. Got a nice little work area here with plenty of storage within it. Here is the kibble farm, so this will all be lined with marsh shops all the way around. And I'll have a little oviraptor in here, waddling around, stimulating everybody to make more eggs. This side is where we're going to have our tech farm. So we're going to get a fairy. We'll plop it right here in the middle. And the babies will grow and most likely get eaten by the, or harvested by the fairy. So we can get element majority for the majority so we can power the alpha base. So we can get that island up and going until I can get my own tech farm sustained there. Here is where we're going to have our greenhouse, so it's still, I gotta gather the crystal to start making the greenhouse, the glass. So we're gonna have our dung beetles. So we're gonna have, I should probably put, would 1 or 2 be good first? I'll probably put 2. We'll have a spots for the beehives as well. So we'll probably have 1 beehive in here, 2 beehives. And then nice stacked greenhouses, or flower pots. Alright. And then here, what was I putting here? I can't remember. I really can't remember what I was putting here. So I really don't need a hunting room. So I could probably change it. Yeah, I'll change this to the trap. Or I can just tear it down and just use the... No, I should probably have a trap here. But I also forgot. My living area is a little bit weird. By the side of it here, again, it's gonna have windows that I still have yet to make. But yeah, once we get this little base up and going, oh boy. Everybody, I better watch out. Oh, thank you. This, actually, you know what? I'm gonna go creative mode anyways and show. Cause this is just the beginning part. Once I get my tech farm up and going, so I can farm the elements and craft it. See, you gotta get used to it to figure out the kinks. See, like No Man's Sky, I'm the same way. I just started getting really good at building stuff that are looking decent. And then now I'm gonna try glitch building to make really good, nice looking things. But here is the progress of my alpha base. And this base, so I have defensive towers on the outside. We'll have, which I'll do a build video for, so I'll show you how to build this mini tower and what it's going to be used for. This big tower, what it's going to be used for. A variation of this big tower for defensive purposes. And then here's the main compound. Because the one thing I like to do, yep, it's Herbivore Island, or was Herbivore Island. I've started construction and making it so that 2 people can defend against a raid with 4 digits. So then here, so basically I'm trying to make a self-sufficient base. That's my main goal. So I have the greenhouse, which will have, right, exactly. It's an alpha base, so I'm thinking eventually when I can afford to have a regular unofficial server, I want to have be like a civilization, like a PvP, PvE kind of thing. And yeah, I'm looking for designs to make my admin base, and I'm gonna be like the mercenary, the rogue guys you gotta worry about. But yeah, like I built a spot for breeding the frogs, which will be my pool. So like for this tower, I'll have direwolves, terrorbirds, troodons, maybe some microraptors that will spew out the bottom. This has a Dimorphodon deployment up here, so like anywhere between 20 to 25 Dimorphodons can fit up here comfortably and deploy and not get all tangled up. Here's where the survivors can defend from, and then they can pull back and they get shielded with the doors. And then here we'll have Argies, Pterodons, Pelgronus, anything big. Oh yeah, although there's what I'm doing is I'll need a lot of tech parasers. Actually, let's get a little tour of this base. So here's my little fire roost. So like once I get my tech farm and my outpost going, because this is the last of the element that it's using to, because I had these when I was still building. So like I have a tech workshop over here, transmitter to get through all the bases so we can crack down on Rockwell's advances and his hold over the Genesis vessel. Then we have a nice full workshop in here on this level. All the amenities. The teleport room. Here's the greenhouse and the mutton farm. So in the middle is where the mutton farm is going to be. So I'm going to have sheep eventually in there. I have little ports for the beehives. The cages for the dung beetles. The angle where I'm going to put my Phiomas for the poop. And I think I had one more in here for something. I can't remember what this is for. What was this single one for? I can't remember. It's for something. I can't remember. Oh! Snails. Snails. So I can get paste from in here. And then we go over here. This will be the incubator. So this is my favorite map. Probably Fijoran. Fijoran for sure. Like it used to be Ragnarok, but yeah, Fijoran is definitely my favorite map. So here's my incubator. So I'm gonna try a different little way of incubating. So this was built pre-Genesis, so I didn't have the incubator unlocked. So I'm gonna try a above incubator. Oh wait, that's for the Daedons to heal. So I'm hoping. Or is both of those it? So yeah, this should be enough to incubate all the dinos we need. There's, I think, 4 working... No, 3. 3 incubators, 3 working incubators, 2 slots for my Daedons to keep the babies alive. Here's where the kibble farm is going to be. But this will be all fairies. That's all I'm going to be using for my kibble farm, keeping it very simple in this map, because space is very limited. So a nice ring of fairies, and have the Oviraptor in here. The cloning is here. Yep, cloning room. So I have an enclosed cloning chamber, which is probably the biggest part of my base. Oh yeah, go ahead, yeah. I've been doing it because I've had to restart my single player because I switched consoles and lost the file. So yeah, I've basically restarted, and I kind of did a little way. I've beat the island once already, except I haven't ascended yet. I've beaten Scorched Earth. So yeah, now I'm back here. I've seeded on different maps a little bit because I have a clone. That's the incubator. So yeah, this is my resource farm. This is my well, you never know. So this is my my resource farm. This is my probably one of my best things I've created, besides besides the upgraded, the simplified Dimorphodon towers. Sure, actually, yeah. Cause I can put my. Cause yeah, if I can build the bases and they can look decently alright. So like for this resource farm, so this resource farm will have 11 harvestable items, ranging from meat to metal to oil to electronics to polymer to pelts, hide, keratin, chitin. It's gonna be a whole lot. Oh, don't worry, I'll make them look. They'll be nice. I'll teach a few tricks too. So, in order to keep, I need to get the most out of the babies. I have to incubate them. So I have incubators also, as this is a part incubator. So the fairy will go in the middle, where you'll have it on the right maxed out extra stats for harvesting. My first level will be the tech parasers, so there'll be element, metal, electronics, oil. So hold on, so there's element, electronics, oil, metal, and then we'll have the second will be the keratin, chitin, meat, hide from the turtles. And then in the little slots up here, I have will be the penguins and the penguins and what else? Penguins and snails? No, penguins and otters. Penguins and otters. So the otters will give me alright, sounds good. I'll yeah, pellet for the otters with the pelts. I might add snails in here as well for extra paste. And yeah, this will grow as we go to different maps, but this will be the base starter for my self-sufficient base. Once we get to stuff like extinction, where we'll have gachas, I'll have a pair of gachas in here, so they'll have their own floor. As we go, what else will I have to be able to add to this? Eventually we'll add, you can add the Elymitras for chitin and silk and pelt. So you can add that to the farm. You can literally, yeah, be self-sufficient eventually. So you'll get like the gachas. The gachas I'm going to get will have to have elements for an extra side of element. Silica pearls, black pearls, the gems, wood, the stone, the flints, crystal, obsidian, and well, I can use the biopolymer for normal polymer stuff, but yeah, it's the gist of this base. There it is. And then in the center here, so going all the way up the staircase will be a really easy way for me to keep all my animals alive, is to keep most of the feeding troughs for them in one room. And that's exactly what I've done. And then up here is where I'll be sleeping, is my room, the trophy room, where I'll put all the artifacts. I have this room built quickly for the security. And then the shield, so that we can protect the entire base. And I think that is all. So this is a prototype of our first big compound. Scorchdrift will have a decent size. Aberration will have a decent size. Probably not quite as big. Wait, is there a second part? Or did I not put it in? Oh no, I think I took... Wait, how did I get that second part then? What's that second part on top? I can't remember. Maybe I missed a floor to get to it. Hold on. So I feel like I'm forgetting a building, but maybe I'm not. Maybe it's just me. So I need to go back to the workshop. Where's the crafting area? There we go. I might need to color code the doors. And then we'll put in the storage. Oh, that's the tech farm. Ah, that's what that is. That's the tech one. Now it all makes sense. Yeah, that's the door to it. Ha! And then, yeah, a nice way to get up to the top for when we get, Quetzals for with the platform shells on their back. But yeah, that's the goal. This is our goal. We're gonna come here. I probably will gradually get these towers done in between, and I will probably go to one of my, or probably build on the center, kind of like a gist of what kind of towers you can build with on the island, and then like Ragnarok will be different. Like these ones will be able to be manned towers, or like a double tower defense. I am going to try to see if I can get also dot around turrets and dot around plants, or as double defense. But yeah, that's the big goal that we're gonna have to do. But we are quite some time. I will probably be taking my first trip to Ragnarok here very soon. I'm going to spend my time getting this base up to par. Cause yeah, I'm just going to get the Marsh Chomps. Yeah, everything from there. We'll transfer it all back. And I can start figuring this out. Oh wait, that's the incubator. Ah, this is the incubator. I haven't built the incubator yet. That's what this room is for. So I gotta get that going. But yeah, check out my other videos, my other build videos. Check them out. Check out my other series on the YouTubes. Join me on Twitch on AdamAnthony696 for just some chill streams. But till next time, guys, I plan on going to Ragnarok, and there will start taming. Cause I think I'll have the clone. Cause yeah, I can't really finish building until I get dinos for the most part. So I will see you guys next time. Peace.